Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mike York. I do photo, video, and animation, and today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to make your images nice and sharp. Get rid of a little bit of that blur, and hopefully you learn some tips and tricks along the way. I'm going to show you how to, remove some distracting elements and how to make stuff look a little bit more like fall, because that's what this image is. So let's jump in. First thing we got is Lightroom. I'm going to use a combination of Lightroom and Photoshop for this image, and so the first thing I'm going to do here is brighten this up a little bit. So I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to probably lower the shadows actually on this one. And one thing to make your images a little sharper in Lightroom is to use the clarity tool, and you want to use this very sparingly. You do not want to crank it up. If you crank it up, it will look really bad and it'll look very over processed. So in this case, I don't want to sharpen everything. I kind of just want to sharpen her face and maybe her dress a little bit. So I'm going to use the brush tool, and I'm going to pump up the clarity on that. And I'm going to come in here. I'm just going to brush over her eyes, and I'm going to brush over her mouth. And then I'm going to zoom out a little bit, brush on her dress, make her dress a little sharper. Overall, that's going to look a lot better, and that'll give it some more clarity, some more sharpness, and bring this together a little more. Next thing I'm going to do to warm it up, give it a little bit more fall vibe, is to increase the temperature. So I'm going to pull this up a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of purple tint, and I'm going to add the vibrance a little bit. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to come down here in the HSL tab, and I'm going to turn the yellows to a more orange. Don't pull it all the way. Something like that. And then we're going to take the greens, make them a little more yellow. And then I'm going to come into saturation. I'm going to lower the saturation on the greens. And I'm going to up the saturation a little bit on the yellow and up it a little bit on the orange. That's looking pretty good. And I think that's about all we're going to have to do with this image. I'm going to put a little bit of sharpening on here. And luminance, I don't want to use this because in this case we do have a little bit of noise, but we don't want to do it too much. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the luminance where it's at. And I'm going to use the brush in here, so K on your keyboard, and I'm going to lower the clarity, and I'm just going to brush on her head and remove some of this. Soften up her skin a little bit, get rid of some of that noise. We only want the noise kind of where we want it to be nice and sharp, so we're going to get rid of some of that here on her skin. Around the edges, we're going to leave the edges because we want that to be nice and sharp. So don't touch the edges too much. If you go in here and touch the edges, you're going to kind of ruin what you're doing. So let's go in here, soften this up a little bit. That's looking pretty good. A little bit here on her eyebrow or eyelid, and that looks pretty good. I'm also going to get rid of it here on her skin. If you look at her skin, it's a bit noisy, so I'm going to de-clarify that. It's looking pretty good. Keep going. Okay, that looks pretty good. A little bit on her arm over here. That should be good. We're going to do a quick and dirty job. I don't want to waste your guys' time. Alright, so that's looking pretty nice. I like it. Looks good. We're going to export this out. Let's do it. Okay. Call this the Lightroom edit. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and jump into Photoshop. Okay, so you can really see the difference there in the two images. This is what I did in Lightroom. This is the original. So let's jump in. First thing, duplicate your layer. Duplicate it twice. I'm going to take this background, I'm going to hide it, and this top layer, I'm going to call it sharp. I'm going to call this one original. It's always good to label your layers to make sure that you know what is what. You don't want to get too messy here and there. You want to work non-destructively, and Photoshop's really good at that. One thing I want you guys to keep in mind, if you want to get really nice sharp images, you need to make sure that you're shooting at a very high shutter speed. Now this image was taken at 1/300th of a second, which is not the best ideal situation when they're moving around, jumping around, throwing leaves. You want to get a nice sharp image, you need to be shooting at about 1/1000th of a second or higher. And you can always do that if it's a nice bright sunny day. So in the nighttime, I know it's going to be a lot harder to do that. Just try not to keep it as a low shutter speed. If you notice, with some cameras, like the new Sonys, they have a very good in-camera stabilization system. And as well, they have lenses that are stabilized. And if you combine these two things, you can shoot at a very low shutter speed and you can still get very crisp images. So keep that in mind. If you're using a very old camera, you might not have these type of things in there. So if you use all those things to your advantage, then you're really gonna combine them and make a nice sharp image. This also goes into camera shake. So if you're holding the camera and you're moving a little bit, you're gonna get a lot of blur. You need to make sure that if you're taking a portrait and they're just sitting there, you bust out that tripod, use it to your advantage. So first off, on this image, what we're gonna do is come in here to the sharp layer. We're gonna go to filter, we're gonna go to other, and we're gonna go to high pass. Now, you don't wanna crank this up too high. The reason for this is it's going to look very bad and very noisy. So I'm gonna put it around 5.0. It just depends on how big your image is to how much you need to slide this up and down. So on this image, we're looking at about 5.0, 5.6. Let's do 5.5. Hit OK. And then you want to switch your layer mode here to overlay. That's going to immediately get rid of that gray nastiness and put the overall sharpness across the whole image. Now in this case, you can really see the difference if I turn off and on this layer, how much sharpness we're getting from this. It's going to work really well on clothing and dresses and anything that's kind of like a pattern and hair. It's really going to sharpen it up really nice. So we turn that on, and as you can see, it's added some noise into her face and pretty much the whole image. So I'm going to zoom out here. I'm going to hit erase. So I'm going to go to the eraser tool. There we go. And then we're going to make this tool a lot bigger. And we're going to just get rid of all the noise that we kind of introduced. So I'm going to brush around here. I'm going to get rid of the noise on her hands and skin. So I'm going to get rid of all this and just kind of overall get rid of it. And you can see it kind of affecting the layer down there. I'm going to zoom in real quick. I'm going to do it on the skin. Same thing we did in Lightroom, because I don't want her skin to look noisy. I just want to sharpen up her mouth and eyes, just anything that's kind of important in this image. So let's get rid of some of this, brush it out. That looks pretty good. A little bit on her nose. Her nose is really noisy in here, so I'm going to get rid of that. Same thing, stay away from the edges. Just get the skin. That's looking pretty good. Maybe a little bit here and there. I'm going to get rid of just a tad on her teeth and her upper eyelid here. Okay, that looks pretty nice. And then her hair, I want it in there. From a distance, it's not going to look too noisy, so don't worry about that. You'll be all right. Just kind of soften up the area around it. So it's kind of got a nice blend, right? So this is already looking much nicer. If you notice, this is looking much sharper by just turning this off and on. We don't want to do it to the leaf because we want the leaf to be blurry in this case. So sharpness, looking good. Now here's some new trick, some other tips and tricks to get rid of some distracting elements. For instance, there's another girl over here to the right. We're gonna get rid of her, and for this tutorial, I'm just gonna merge these two layers together because we're now done of doing the sharpness, and all I did was select the two layers, holding shift, and then I went and right clicked and hit merge layers. So now we have this one layer here, and we're gonna get rid of these distracting elements. Go ahead and hit J on your keyboard. Everyone likes to call this the Jesus brush, and just go in here and let's just get rid of this branch. Okay, we'll get rid of this one, even this one. Okay, it's gonna take just a little bit of time. Looks pretty good. Get rid of some of this stuff. We just want to get rid of distracting elements. This twig here, we'll get rid of that. And then we're going to get rid of this whole person. So we're going to clone stamp tool. We're going to make this brush a little bigger and hold Alt next to your object, or next to your, what you want to get rid of. And then just kind of brush away all this stuff. Okay. And you don't want to make it look duplicated. See how this looks duplicated? So grab up here, brush in a little bit. That's looking much better. Same with over here. See how we darkened all that? So give that some more, we don't want to make it look like we've clone stamped. We want to make it look as natural as possible. So grab some leaves, get rid of this. Same thing here, break it up a little bit. That looks pretty good. And now I'm liking the way this looks. Now I need to get rid of some other stuff. For instance, some flakes in her hair. So I'm gonna get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of this, get rid of this little smudge on her face, get rid of this. Just get rid of anything we can to make this look as good as we possibly can. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to get rid of this stuff. So I'm going to go back to the clone stamp tool. And I'm going to make my brush a lot smaller. And I'm just going to clone out these little areas here that I didn't get with that Jesus brush. Okay, let's get rid of this branch. Same with this big branch down here. Let's just get rid of that. So I'm just kind of selecting down below it and brushing in. I'm going to zoom in quite a bit now. I'm going to do this in between her fingers. That's looking pretty good. Okay, looking nice. This is going to be a dramatic difference between what we had and what we got now. So a little bit more, that's looking pretty good. All right, let's zoom out here. I also want to get rid of this branch here if we can. Cool, looking pretty good. All right, so if you zoom out, looking much nicer. I think the only other thing to do in this case is to crop it a little differently. So I'm going to crop it somewhere like that. And go ahead and hit image crop, done. We want to get it in a nice rule of thirds, put it over there on the left hand side, little room on the right. And the next thing I want to do is kind of warm up all these fall colors. And a good way to do that is to go to your sponge tool and switch it to saturate and turn it to, I don't know, 30-something%. Make my brush a little bigger. And let's just hit these leaves. So every little leaf we see here, we're going to go ahead and touch up and make it a lot more orange. Just really saturate these areas. That way it'll look a lot more fall vibes. And you don't want to touch the green because we want the green desaturated. So touch this leaf here. And we're going to get rid of that leaf too, I think, actually. So that's looking good. Let's come down here and just hit all this. You can see it's really making this come to life now and get some more fall vibes going on. We don't want to saturate her skin, so I'm going to come down here and get a smaller brush and just get in here between her fingers. Okay, looking good. Awesome. So let's get rid of this leaf real quick. I don't like this leaf. Clone stamp, same thing. Hit Alt, grab something near it, and just paint all this away. Now usually I work with a tablet, but in this case I got an old school mouse, which is no biggie. Okay, make this look a little smoother. Nice. Okay, this is looking much better. Now the difference between these images, you're going to really be able to tell. So if you see the difference here, it's very dramatic. You get rid of all these distracting elements, warm it up, make it sharper. It's a very big difference. And the last thing I'm going to do here on this image is come in here and make her teeth a little whiter, not so yellow. So I'm going to come into the brush tool, I'm going to select white, and I'm going to leave it about 10%. And I'm just going to hit these teeth and just kind of brighten them up a little. much better. Let's go ahead and brighten it up just a little more. Nice. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And I'm gonna saturate her dress a little bit too. So bring in a little bit of saturation here. That's looking nice. Maybe warm up her cheek a little. Looking good. So hopefully these tips really helped you guys out learning how to sharpen your images, remove some of those distracting elements, even added some fall vibes in here. Maybe that'll give you some tips on that if you have something that you want it to look like fall but it's kind of not. Hopefully these tips helped you out. So I really appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.